It's a miss. Let me get a hit now. Hold on. Oh, miss. Just range day theatrics. All right, another week's drill here. This one is one I call 20 alpha. It's meant to be shot from 15 to 20 yards, and it's shot with 4 or 5 round strings. I'm gonna shoot it with rifle for one iteration, and then I'm gonna shoot the whole thing with pistol too, just to kind of really push this. The whole idea is that you're able to consistently get your alphas, right? So you're using an IPSC style target, the one that I used for the El Prez. So it's the same targets, the A zone in the body, and you really want to focus on like what you can get away with with a time constraint, and as far as like really getting a good body position with your rifle, utilizing the sling, which I'm going to do a video. We just talked about this earlier. I'm going to do a video where I talk about sling placement and utilization of the sling. But for right now, if you just pay attention to how I'm actually managing the recoil of the rifle, and I'm trying to get all 5 shots under 2.5 seconds from, we're going to shoot the rifle and the pistol from 15 yards. And really, like, I'm never letting that sight picture leave the actual A zone of the target. So you really got to make sure you have for rifle, a good body position, utilizing the sling across your back. And then with pistol, this is actually pretty challenging with pistol. And the time limit for that will be 3.5 seconds. So 5 shots for rifle in 2.5 seconds, all A zones. And then 5 shots with your pistol for under 3.5 seconds. And you'll see, because the whole point of this is to do it 4 consecutive times, right? And you want to get 20 alphas, 20 A zone hits out of the 20 shots total for that weapon system. I think a good number to shoot for at this distance, with the time constraints, keeping it where you're getting 17, 18 alphas every time. This is a really good warm-up drill, and honestly, you can do this starting up closer, do it from 5, 10, and then 15, and then pushing it back to 20. It's meant to actually be shot from 20 yards with your rifle, 20 alphas. That's why it's called 20 alpha. Yeah, and the whole point of doing it in 4 or 5 round strings is that way you have to break that sight picture and then drive the gun up quickly, reacquiring that sight picture, but then really focusing on that body position so you can actually, so the dot never really leaves that A zone if you're doing this correctly. But we're going to give it a run and see how it shakes out. All right. Okay. .204. .205. .199. .190. 3 out. .299. 311. 300. 301. All right, we'll go up and check the targets. I know I had a few out there, that's fine. This drill is meant to be done multiple times and get it to where you can actually, 20 alphas, right? And figure out the timing. And if you bust time, you bust time. But the time is there to push you to see if it's an acceptable shot for you right now. But if it's not, just push past the time and get your alphas in, but then start to add the time as a way for you to push yourself to rapidly get those 5 shots off. Rifle, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 C's. All right, so I had three rifle C's just outside the A zone here, and you can really, I could tell like when the buttstock got a little loose as I'm managing the recoil of all 5 shots. I also had about a half a second to spare, so I was going too fast, given the 2.5 second for my rifle constraint that I put on myself. So really good calibration for me to know that if I just backed it off maybe 0.2 of a second, those are all A zone hits for me. And then pistol, I still had about a half a second once again to play with the 3.5 second par time, but I dropped 4 C's here with my pistol. Here's the deal, like this is a drill that I've used it to warm up, especially when it's like rapidly acquiring your sight picture and then getting a solid body position or grip with your pistol to be able to manage the recoil, which I'm going to do a video on managing recoil with a solid position and grip, more of an instructional longer form video. But then also, you know, with this drill too, is like I could sit here and keep doing this until I get it, which I will. But I want to just get something on paper and on video for you guys to get out there and push yourselves and just show you that, hey man, I'm human. So I push myself to see where, like how fast I can go, but also giving myself the shot placement or penalty for shots out of a certain area so I can keep myself honest on paper. Because it's all about accounting for every shot you take and understanding if that shot is actually for you, given your current ability, what the target's presenting, the distance, the terrain, and yeah, and then a time constraint as well. But that's how you build on to learn where you're at with shooting. So I look forward to you guys submitting your videos on this drill. And once again, this isn't like a pass or fail. This is a warm-up drill. I want you guys to just put this in your toolbox, run it from different distances. Try, especially with pistol, I think rifle, a good 15 yards, 20 yards, and 25 is a really good seeing where those 5-round strings actually work for you and keeping the same time constraint for those. And then pistol, I would try 5, 10, and 15. So we shot both rifle and pistol right at 15 for the sake of time, but I would highly encourage you to figure out what it is at a closer distance with pistol, 5, 10, and 15, and then with rifle 15, 20, and 25 with those same time constraints though, and see how that works for you guys. But this is a warm-up drill, the 20 alpha, and I look forward to continuing to train. Yeah, it is. It's dead. It's dead.